أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يئوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم. So, I'm tempted always to do Arabic. I just want to increase my Arabic and get better at Arabic, but I'm always having a problem. I gotta go to classes and take lessons more and more and more. It just seems like I've been trying to study it for so long, but I still feel like I still need more. Like, what I used to think about is like, man, Arabic is the only thing that proves to me I'm not as smart as I think I am. Man, it's so hard. Like, wow, I've been studying all the words and I can't figure out. Feels like I can't figure out none of them. Feels like I have to start all over. I've been on it for like 20, 30, 40 years. What the heck? How many words are there? Oh, what the heck is going on? It's so hard. Like because I learned a lot of languages, and at some point you're like, I think I know all the words, but it just feels like that. Obviously, you don't know all the words, but you know every word that's ever possibly used. But then the University of Lebanon said that Arabic is the only language that forces you to use both sides of your brain. Every other language only uses one side, which I think is the left or the right. I can't remember. And then they said the number of words in the Arabic language is the highest number in all languages, and it's at 18 million words. And the number two language is number two highest is at 1 million words. So it's 18 times bigger than the next biggest language. So there's a lot to be said about that. Just because if you use both sides of the brains, it's not like part A plus part B. It's not like that. It's like part A times part B. Or part A to the B power. Something like that. It really is something like that. So that's why this is a big revelation for the whole world to understand that actually that means that everybody who speaks Arabic is automatically smarter than everybody else in the world. And that means even inside of war and inside of all kinds of world conflicts and problems and things like this, the smartest people are going to win. And it just tells you that the Arabic people are just set up to win just because of their language, and not just because of that, but also because of where you're at. If you're in the Middle East, we always say Arab, but they're not. Everybody in the Middle East isn't Arab. So I'm from the Middle East, but I'm not technically all the way Arab. The only reason I'm even part Arab is because my grandfather is from Saudi Arabia, my mom's dad. Then my other grandfather is from India. So I'm like Indian, Saudi Arabian, Egyptian. And one of my grandmothers is all white, and the other grandma looks Asian. So that's why I look really, really mixed. I look like I'm black mixed with Asian mixed with white. And that's like almost everybody in Egypt is like that, because it's in the middle of everywhere. Everybody always liked to go there because it was like, what do we think of now? We think of Mazatlan, we think of like the Bahamas, Bermuda, because that's what's close to us. But in Europe and in Russia and in Asia, when you think about stuff in the past, like where to go, the best, coolest place, most awesome place. Cairo, Egypt. You gotta go to Egypt. They got all the best stuff. They're the only country that they're the only country that is bordering on two seas. Two seas. No other country borders on two seas. So they have the Red Sea and they have the Mediterranean Sea. So the Mediterranean Sea is north, and the Red Sea is basically east of Egypt. East and north, but yeah. So it's the only country that's on two seas, because it's in the middle of the whole entire world. But anyway, everybody in the Middle East is not Arabic. We always say Arabs to refer to the whole entire Middle East, but everybody in the Middle East is not Arab. Egyptians aren't Arab. Egyptians didn't actually speak Arabic until they became Muslim, like 1,300 years ago. So, and then I talk about how Egypt became Muslim because they were used to all be Christians mostly, and Jews. And if you were a Christian, you believed in one God and all this, and you believed in heaven and hell and all that, the Egyptian government was basically assassinating and executing executing everybody, all of you, and torturing you. So you would go to the Jews and the Christians and tell them, help us, they're torturing us, killing us, whatever. Nobody would help you. But then when the Muslims came after the Prophet Muhammad and they had power and established and everything, the Christians went to them and said, we're being tortured and annihilated, assassinated for believing in the way of Jesus. And the Muslims went there and defended them and protected them. And that's something for the whole world to know. But then that's why the whole entire nation of Egypt all became Muslim. Because let's say they were Christians or Jews or whatever, but the Jews and the Christians never came and helped them. So the only people who ever risked everything to come help them are the Muslims. Because for us Muslims, La ikraha fi din is very important. It's in the Quran. La ikraha fi din is there is no compulsion in religion. That means you can't force people to believe or disbelieve in anything. As long you just can't hurt people. As long as they don't hurt people, they just have some crazy belief. That's on them. But once their belief starts hurting people, that's a different story. So, like hurting or causing harm or whatever. So, I noticed I've been talking a lot. My intention was to talk a lot about fractal gear field theory, and I have to keep reminding myself, oh man, your page is named Fractal Gear Field Theory, man. You got to talk about it a little bit. I'm like, oh. And so I start talking about it a bunch, and then, but it's like forced. It's not really like what I really want to talk about all the time. What I really want to talk about all the time is basically faith and the psychology of faith. And psychology, as we know it today, is based on science and all that. It's become really important to me to understand my own life and other people's lives and just the whole life we live in, period. It's become really important. So one thing I've learned a lot from Professor Carl Jung, who talked a lot about the empath and the narcissists and how the narcissists are predatory upon the empath as their number one target. And the narcissist always knows the empath right away, instantly, within seconds. Carl Jung said all this. And they do something called, the narcissist does this to the empath. They do what's called emotional manipulation, emotional vampirism. So that's what a narcissist does to a empath. But then they like stick to you right away because they always know you. So when I talk about I'm a narc magnet, I'm a homosexual magnet, and then I have to say that narc and homo are basically connected and related, if not the same mental disorder. They're connected and related. So if you have one, you have the other. If you have the other, you have one. They connect together. You can prove that. The way you prove it is with every narcissist is born autoerotic and lives autoerotic. Because if you're autoerotic, it means you're attracted sexually to your own self, your own image. So every narcissist has that. So that also means that you're automatically homosexual. And a psychology professor wrote the book Narcissism Revisited, and he talked about that. And he's a narcissist himself. He's certified a narcissist. He's a psychologist, and that might be why he became a psychologist. But he talks. He does a lot of videos about narcissism on YouTube. People can watch them all the time. Like the book of his is called Narcissism Revisited. I forgot his name because I haven't watched him in a long time. I can't believe it. He's one of the names that I can't believe I forgot. Like, man, I start feeling like I'm getting old. Like I used to never forget anything, and then just forgetting a name makes me feel like, oh, something's wrong. Something's not right, and it's just getting old. Because old just has to happen. It just has to happen. It doesn't like occur. Like something doesn't occur to you. Once you're old, you're just old, and you start realizing like. My body and brain are not the same anymore. They're just not the same. Like, I noticed that just recently, that I forget people's names that, like, I have never forgotten for a long time, and it bugs me so much. I'm like, oh, that used to never happen to me. Dang it. Why is that happening? Oh, I'm getting old. I'm getting too old. That's what's happening. But it's weird. It's like somebody's name I knew for 20, 30, 40 years or whatever. for a really long time, and then I forgot it. So that like is quite bothersome. But yeah. So anyway, that's it. I don't know, but lately I've been getting tired of making videos because they feel alone and lonely. That's why I want to make like more live videos and more kind of videos that encourage communication and socialization for like social media reasons. I mean, it's everything online should be making us more social. But the way I'm making my videos, I don't know why, but it just is. It's just it's very antisocial and very alone. And so I stopped liking it, and I don't want to do it anymore. That's kind of weird. So like, I feel obligated to do certain things. So then, if I don't want to do it and I feel obligated to do it, like, okay, I got to make a change. I got to change this. How can I change it? I'm like, oh, just get more people involved. Like, even have somebody here or interview with people from my past or people who I knew, grew up with, or who I knew, and then interview them. So just because a lot of my stories are all autobiography type stuff, and it's best like if I were to bring somebody who knew me. But I don't know, they didn't know me like long enough because I spent a long time alone because of fractal gear field theory. To be real, like my last post I just posted. People can go check it out on Facebook. I basically said a lot of people who knew me for the past 2 decades would wonder why I haven't ever talked to them in so long, and they would think something's wrong with me and I need help, and something would explain all of this to them, but they probably wouldn't believe it. They think it's like delusional. They would just tend not to want to believe it. And the thing is that almost everybody I've known in the past 15 years closely, who knows a lot about me, a lot about fractal gear field theory, a lot about my life, in other words, and they have good stuff to say about me, ended up dead. So I can't talk to them. Basically, that whole thing started with I can't talk to them because everybody close to me ends up dead in the past 15 years. And then I named a few, which is my own dad, one of my cousins, this other guy who wanted to invest money in fractal gear field theory and make it a business. They tried to kill him with a car accident. And then my own brother, who actually joined them in trying to do the call on me end of 2023. They tried to delete him before that, just because he has nothing but good things to say about me. And then when he joined them to try to delete me, he had no idea that his name is in the target list. So he joined the assassination attempt, which basically is commanded to assassinate him. That's the weird thing about it. So then, after they already tried to kill him before, because he has nothing but good stuff to say about me, now they're trying to kill him while he's trying to help them to delete me for the Kala, end of 2023, the Kala thing. And then they're trying to delete him just so they don't have to pay him the half of the money. And even till now, I wonder if it's just their idea to do this, or was it part of their command? But that's the reality of it. They tried to delete him twice. So everybody, the whole idea of the post is, I don't talk to you because you're gonna get killed. If you know my whole story, if I come around you and you're close to me and you know my whole story and you're not against me, trying to delete me, trying to take from me, steal from me, give it away, like work for them for free because you just hate me and you're a narcissist. If you're not like that, you're gonna end up dead. And they've already done it. They've done it to my dad and done it to my cousin and done it to a bunch of people. And even my cousin's brother, I even told them I told him who did it, and it's his own. It's the people from 2023. I said they killed your brother, and he did not respond to me. He did not comment back to me. And as far as I think, is like he probably thinks like he doesn't want to believe it, but he knows what I know, which is his brother was given a vape drug. And then he hit it, and then within an hour he died. And the vape drug was given to him by the people who operated the 2023 Kala on me. So they've been basically deleting everybody I talked to for the past 15 years. And a big part of me wonders, have they been getting paid the whole time, or were they doing it for narcissistic personality disorder reasons in the beginning? And then they got recruited because they were already down for that. It's weird. Anyway, bye-bye.